But let's hear from one of the world's top experts on responsive housing. He is somebody who truly understands this dynamic relationship and share our vision.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome renowned architect and principal research scientist at MIT Media Lab, Kent Larson.
Good morning. Good morning, Berlin. And thank you, BK, for having me here. At the MIT Media Lab, we're on a mission to reinvent the critical systems that are necessary to enable high-performance, creative, entrepreneurial, high-density cities. We're looking at new food networks, mobility networks, energy networks, but perhaps the most important system is to develop a new model for housing. I'd like to tell you a little bit about our City Home project with a focus on transformable, hyper-efficient, personalized housing, specifically for cities. Now, this is so critical because, as BK said, we live in an era of extreme urbanization. 90% of population growth will take place in cities. Even more interesting to me, almost all the innovation will take place in cities. 93%, for example, of patented inventions will happen in cities. But the world is not flat in this respect. Most of the innovation is taking place in a few cities, Japan, Korea, Northern Europe, the coast of the US, that have the qualities that young people are attracted to. The problem with these cities is the young people, the lifeblood of these cities, are getting priced out of the market. Mayors are all looking for new solutions for housing that will allow their cities to remain competitive and attractive to young people. And we realized that for thousands of years, the home was the center of life. It was the center of entertainment, of healthcare, of learning, of work. And then with industrialization, things became centralized outside of the home. So production was centralized in factories. Healthcare became centralized in hospitals. Learning took place mainly in schools rather than at the home. And entertainment increasingly was located in public spaces like theaters. We live in a really interesting time right now because with new technologies, with ubiquitous sensing, almost free computation, telecommunications, the internet, the home is once again becoming the center of life. So we thought we would take on the challenge of creating responsive housing that was tremendously fun in a small space. So I challenged our researchers to try to come up with a solution where a very small space could function as if it was 2 or 3 times larger. So here you see an exercise space converting to an office space, maybe for a startup. It converts to 2 guest rooms. When you need sleeping spaces, it converts to an informal hangout space. It opens up for a dinner party for 10 guests. It actually can be a party space. This is an animation. This is easy to deal with. So then I challenged the researchers to find ways of actually realizing this. This is an early prototype of a robo-wall where you just move this heavy object. By the way, that's a Samsung monitor that moves in this robo-wall. But then we wanted to test it with people. So this is a living lab experiment, an actual apartment where we have these transformable elements. The bed is tucked under this high-tech furniture package. We found that the young people actually, when they go back to a conventional space, they say, why can't I just move that wall out of the way and open it up? This was a play area that can convert to a dining space. In fact, you can have the complete play settings. The challenge here was not just the mechatronics, but how this kind of a system can be a node in the Internet of Things. In fact, we're thinking beyond that. This is the Internet of Things that creates spaces that people occupy. In this case, a living room converts to a bedroom. We were looking at even a linen management system. So unlike a Murphy bed or a sofa bed, which takes a lot of work, you don't even have to make the bed. It just goes out of the way. But we thought, wow, this isn't really enough. We need to really integrate in a more complete way the technology. So in this case, you have a 200 square foot apartment, about 19 square meters, where a large bedroom will actually convert to an office space. 8-foot desk converts to a dining room where 6 friends can enjoy a meal. It can convert to a larger living room. We have a very compact bathroom, but the whole bathroom can open up, so you have a large walk-in bathroom and access to the shower. The kitchen space is very functional. It's very compact, but you can double the counter space if you want to fix a meal. We have the sensing capability to know where people are and what they're doing, the activity recognition, so we can respond to them in real time, but also using gesture control and voice and touch sensors to allow the configuration according to your needs and values. So I really do believe that it is a societal imperative to develop this new model for housing. We're just getting started. That will enable young people, elderly people, families, working class people, as well as rich people to live in the creative heart of the city. Thank you.
Many thanks, Kent. When I was an engineering student, I would have loved to have a flat like that.